Our world is a wonderful place, full of life and beauty. For a very long time, the Earth has had a stable climate. This means the weather patterns, like rain and sun, were predictable. This stability allowed plants, animals, and people to thrive. But now, something is changing. The Earth is getting warmer. This change is happening very fast, faster than anything we have seen in our planet's long history. We call this climate change. It is not just about having a few warmer days. It is a big change to the systems that support all life on Earth. Understanding this change is the first step to protecting our precious home. The reason our planet is getting warmer is because of something called greenhouse gases. Imagine a blanket around the Earth. This blanket traps heat from the sun, which keeps our world warm enough for us to live. This is a natural and good thing. However, human activities are making this blanket much thicker. When we burn fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas to power our homes, cars, and factories, we release extra gases into the air. The most important of these is carbon dioxide. These extra gases trap more heat, making the whole planet warmer. This is like adding too many blankets on a bed. It gets uncomfortably hot. We can see the effects of this extra warmth all around us. Scientists who study the Earth's climate have shown us clear proof. They look at records going back many years. The last 10 years have been the hottest ever recorded. The year 2024 was the warmest of all since we started keeping track in 1850. The global temperature is now about 1.5 degrees Celsius higher than it was before we started using so many fossil fuels. This may not sound like a lot, but for our planet, it is a very big deal. This small change in temperature can cause huge changes in our weather and environment. This warming is not just a number in a science report. It is something people are feeling in their daily lives. More people are experiencing dangerous heat waves. These are long periods of very hot weather that can be very harmful. Between 2024 and 2025, about half of all the people in the world had at least 30 extra days of extreme heat because of climate change. This extra heat changes everything. It affects the water we drink, the food we grow, and the very air we breathe. It is a challenge that we have created, and it is a challenge that we must now face together. The warming of our planet has a powerful effect on nature. Forests, which are like the lungs of our Earth, are suffering. They absorb carbon dioxide and give us oxygen. But as the world gets hotter and drier, forests become more vulnerable. In 2024, we lost a huge area of tropical forest, nearly double the amount from the year before. For the first time, the main reason for this loss was fire. Wildfires are becoming bigger, hotter, and more common. They burn down millions of trees, destroying homes for countless animals, and releasing massive amounts of carbon dioxide back into the air, which makes the planet even warmer. The weather is also becoming more extreme and unpredictable. The balance we once knew is being lost. Some places are getting much more rain, leading to terrible floods that wash away homes and farms. Other places are getting much less rain, causing long periods of drought. For example, in 2025, large parts of the United States, like Nebraska and Arizona, are facing serious drought conditions. When drought happens at the same time as a heat wave, the danger increases. The ground becomes very dry, which can make wildfires start more easily and spread faster. These changes in weather patterns are a direct result of a warmer climate. This change also affects our oceans. The oceans have absorbed most of the extra heat from climate change. This makes the water warmer, which is harmful to marine life. Coral reefs, which are beautiful underwater cities for fish, are bleaching and dying because the water is too warm for them. The warming also causes the huge ice sheets in places like the Arctic and Antarctica to melt. The Arctic is now warming about 3.5 times faster than the rest of the world. As this ice melts, the water flows into the sea, causing sea levels to rise. This threatens coastal communities and islands all over the globe. We can see the damage clearly. In 2024 alone, there were 27 major weather disasters in the United States caused by climate change. These events, like hurricanes, floods, and fires, cost billions of dollars to repair. But the cost is not just in money. It is in the loss of homes, the disruption of lives, and the damage to the natural world that sustains us. Every year, the problem gets worse. The greenhouse gases we send into the atmosphere, around 40 billion metric tons of carbon dioxide each year from burning fossil fuels, are pushing our planet's systems to their limit. The Earth is sending us a clear warning. The consequences of a changing climate are not just for nature. They are a direct threat to people and our way of life. Our health is at risk from extreme heat. Heat waves can be very dangerous, especially for older people, young children, and those who are already unwell. The combination of heat and drought also makes it harder to grow the food we all need. When crops fail because there is not enough water, food can become more expensive and harder to find. This can lead to hunger and conflict. The very foundations of our societies are being tested by these new and difficult conditions. Our economies are also in danger. The damage from extreme weather is becoming incredibly expensive. In 2024, natural disasters caused $137 billion in insured losses around the world. Businesses are starting to see that climate change is a major risk to their success. It can damage their buildings, disrupt their supply chains, and harm their workers. Experts warn that if we do not act, the global economy could shrink significantly by the end of the century. Climate change is not a distant problem for the future. It is affecting businesses and jobs right now, today. The natural world, which provides us with so much, is being pushed to a breaking point. Forests that are lost to fire can take hundreds of years to grow back, if they can grow back at all. When these forests burn, they release huge amounts of carbon. In 2024, forest fires added over 4 gigatons of greenhouse gases to the atmosphere. This weakens the planet's ability to help us. The Earth has a natural ability to absorb some of the carbon dioxide we produce. But as we destroy forests and pollute the oceans, we damage these vital systems. We are making it harder for the Earth to heal itself. This is a global problem that affects every single one of us. No country is safe from the effects of climate change. Whether it is rising sea levels in a small island nation or devastating wildfires in a large country, we are all connected in this crisis. The science is very clear. Human activities have unequivocally caused global warming, as the world's top scientists have stated. The choices we have made, particularly our reliance on fossil fuels, have brought us to this critical moment. The risks are great, and they are growing with every year of inaction. While the challenge of climate change is immense, we must not lose hope. We are the first generation to truly understand the problem, and we may be the last generation with a real chance to fix it. We have the knowledge, the technology, and the ability to make a change. The future is not yet written. The path we choose now will determine the kind of world we leave for generations to come. It is a great responsibility, but it is also a great opportunity to work together and build a better, cleaner, and safer future for all life on Earth. The most important step we must take is to move away from fossil fuels. We need to power our world with clean energy sources like the sun and the wind. These sources do not release greenhouse gases. Many countries and companies are already starting to make this change, building solar farms and wind turbines. We can support this shift by making smart choices in our own lives. We can use less energy at home by turning off lights and appliances when we are not using them. We can also choose to walk, cycle, or use public transport instead of driving a car whenever possible. Every small action adds up to a big difference. Protecting and restoring our natural world is also crucial. We must stop deforestation and start planting new trees. Forests are our powerful allies in the fight against climate change. By helping them recover, we help the planet heal. We can also make choices that protect nature, like reducing waste, recycling, and being mindful of the products we buy. Supporting businesses that are committed to protecting the environment sends a powerful message. It shows that we care about our planet and want to be part of the solution. It is a way of giving back to the Earth that gives us so much. This is our moment to act. The heat is on, and the time for delay is over. We must talk about climate change with our friends, families, and leaders. We must demand action and support policies that protect our planet. It will require effort from everyone, governments, businesses, and individuals. By working together, we can reduce our emissions, adapt to the changes that are already happening, and protect our wonderful world. Let us choose a future where humans live in harmony with nature, ensuring that our shared home remains a place of wonder and life for all the years to come.